Are you a business owner looking to grow your business in South Africa? Tune in to the Blaze podcast with Telkom Business. Learn from the experts and get tips on marketing, finance, innovation, and more. Blaze with Telkom Business.
Sawubona, Dumelang, and welcome to the Blaze podcast powered by Telkom Business. Our segment for today is an inspirational story about a trailblazer who started their own business using various techniques to get ahead. So, for today's guest, I have Mandla Mazibuko, the founder of Jobox. So just to kick things off, Mandla, just tell us about yourself and Jobox.
Okay, cool. So I'm Mandla, one of the co-founders of Jobox. And what Jobox is an early talent discovery ecosystem, which is what we like to call it, where basically we connect universities, employers, and students. The goal is to build a go-to platform for students to go find jobs and also a go-to platform for employers to find the best students and graduates for whether it's part-time work or internships for employers of all sizes.
Yeah, this is a very important problem that you guys are solving, obviously. Can you talk about your early entrepreneurial journey and how you actually got here?
So that's a bit of a long one. I'd say like the start of my entrepreneurial journey started in varsity, where I was in my final year and I was like, okay, cool, I have to get serious about job hunting, but what makes me stand out, right? And I was learning about management consulting as a career choice, and then I was like, okay, cool, but there was nothing at university to teach me more. Like, all I could find was whatever I found out online, and my sister was a consultant and she told me about it. So eventually I was at a consulting event, and then the idea came to start a consulting club. And then funny enough, this one day I'm walking back towards my flat, and then there's this other guy I saw at the event. He was going to campus, we bumped into each other, he was at the event as well. And he's like, yeah, I want to start a consulting club too. So then that was the start of like ever starting something ever. And now today he's my co-founder as well, and we're running this business together.
How important was it for you guys to find each other? Because it's a very difficult journey to go on your own. But how important has it been having a partner like that?
I won't lie, like it's sometimes you can call it fate or something like that, make it seem like the universe is just delivering this. But I think it's super important because we are complete polar opposites in terms of personalities and the kind of people we are. But we're able to work super well together. And I think moments like that have contributed to us being able to go through this, I don't know, I want to say 10-year-long journey, not just this business alone, but to us knowing each other and working together. So it's super crucial. I think, yeah, it's probably one of the most important elements.
So what do the very early days of Jobox actually look like with you and your co-founder trying to build this?
No money. You've quit your job and your parents are like, what are these people doing? It was an interesting time because it was just before the pandemic. So now you're spending your time trying to build this business, get some clients, and you're driving up and down to meetings, but you also don't have money for petrol, so you don't know how you're making things work. And then the pandemic happened, and it completely changed our approach to the business. In the sense that now we're all in a situation where everybody's confined from home. So how do we still build this business, right? And then we found, okay, cool. The opportunities that we're creating for students weren't what we were thinking then, which was like, your mall jobs where you're selling products or something like that. They became more desk jobs, them being able to actually use their brains and contribute to companies, not just in South Africa, but globally. That's when we started getting like international clients.
Yeah.
It certainly changed the direction we were going in, and it made it better.
Yeah. You seem like someone that really thinks about trying to find the right tools to be able to do things. And I mean, Jobox itself is trying to help connect people to the right opportunities and get them in the right place to take advantage of them as well. How important has been, having the right partners in that, right? So tell us about your relationship with Telkom, but also how it's assisted in your entrepreneurial journey and the significant impact it's had as well.
Yeah, I think partnerships like that are super crucial. I'd say how our relationship with Telkom started is that we were part of an accelerator program which is also partnered with Telkom. And then that's when we got the opportunity to become part of their program. And it's been beneficial in terms of the access to certain people we've gotten, and also the resources they've provided us from tech tools, being able to, like, you know, we did some training earlier in the year about the art of pitching and things like that. So it's definitely made a massive difference. This has been our best year. Every year has been better than the previous year, but this has been the best year yet. And it's because of being able to work with organizations like Telkom.
Yeah. What does a really best year look like for a startup?
I mean, okay, in relation to us, it's a year we've had this year, which is better than all the previous years that we've had. But if you're going to ask me what my ideal year would be, that would be where everything is just able to take care of itself, and it doesn't need any direct involvement from the exco. Like, the business is self-sufficient and sustainable. That would be like the best year possible. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys define success at Jobox?
Every single person that we're able to get a job for. So it's literally not about the thousands, but it's about the one, and adding on to that every day. Like, some of the stories you've heard and seen about, like, you know, the importance of getting a job, especially considering the market that we're in, just like every single person who were able to positively contribute towards hopefully changing their lives, that's success.
Yeah. And like I mentioned very earlier on, you guys are solving a very critical problem in South Africa. Unemployment is a very big problem. Does that change how you guys are building your business when you have impact as a focus more than just making money?
Not necessarily so. I believe it's possible to have a positive impact and make money at the same time. There's a balance. Like, I think the drive for profit is pure profit is where the world goes wrong, and people lose the plot and then just start selling dangerous products for the sake of making money. But if you can positively contribute to the world and also build a sustainable business, I think that blend is possible. It's about finding the fit, and it's not easy to get there. But once you're there, then at least you know for every cent that you're making a positive contribution to the world, and you sleep better at night. Yeah.
Yeah. Back to talking about those partnerships. Are you a future maker?
Yes, sir. 100% am.
So for anyone that doesn't know what that means, and I just feel so powerful just saying future maker. Like, that just means so much. Can you talk about what that is and how you became one?
So Future Maker is a social enterprise with the potential to scale and make a positive impact. I'd say the world, possibly even beyond that. And how we became one was, it's part of, like what I said earlier, we were part of an accelerator program, and the opportunity to be one was presented to us, and it was something we weren't going to say no to. It all started with an email, as things tend to start, and then you just, you engage and you follow up, and eventually you find yourself here sitting in a studio.
Yeah. How do you think the support from companies like Telkom can really help, people that want to become entrepreneurs, that are starting out early in their journey, be able to scale up their businesses?
I think these sorts of relationships are crucial, because the reality is large corporations such as Telkom can't employ everybody in the country. And when you're trying to solve the issue of unemployment and providing jobs in, we can call them developed nations like the US, the largest employers are small businesses, right? So if the focus is helping these guys be able to provide sustainable long-term jobs so that people can have quality lives, it starts with that. So them having these partnerships and working with small organizations really starts making a difference. And then you'll see the burden decrease in terms of the burden that the government has to carry, the tax burden itself. Like, so many issues just get resolved after that.
Yeah. What one piece of advice would you have for someone that's starting a business or a budding entrepreneur, and some key lessons that you've learned in your own journey that you want to share with our audience?
First thing I'd say is just do it. But especially when building like a tech business, people are always so obsessed with like building the perfect product, and it has to be this app. Just like a minimal viable product can be a Google spreadsheet. Like we only went live with our platform this year. Previously, before that, we were using no-code tools like your Notion and your Airtables and Excel. So you don't need the perfect product. What you need is to first find the business solution. All the platform is, or the app is, facilitating the business solution. So that needs to be your focus. So don't overcomplicate it. Just literally just do it and talk to users. Don't just assume this is what the market wants. Find out and ask people what the market wants, because there's an answer in that. And then I'd say lastly, like, cash is king. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can have something saying no, project that promises revenue over a 3-year period, but literally cash is king on a day-to-day. So I'd say those are some of the important lessons that I've learned. And I wish I knew sooner, but I guess you have to go through the journey to get there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.
Cool. Thank you.
So I think that's all we have time for today. Join us on our next Blaze podcast. If you're looking for more stories like Mandlas or resources to help you on your entrepreneurial path, follow our Blaze platform and join the conversation. If you're looking to explore solutions that can help streamline your operations and improve business outputs, Telkom Business has various tools and products that can add value to your small to medium business. Above all, if you found this session helpful, be sure to join us for more insights and strategies to take your business to the next level. So until next time, thank you.